Hello my uncles, today we got a new PBA video and this is week 6 and we're versus the Corsola Rockies and yeah, I was kind of hyped. I was kind of hyped to like bounce back from last week. Last week I got my ass ate by that AV Flame Charge Chandelier, so yeah, I wasn't having it today. But then we see Celesteela plus Miltank plus Aloma Mola plus Amoonguss and I was immediately like, I haven't fucking missed me. Gardevoir also destroys me, so this was a really hard week for me. Yeah, so let's go over all of his Pokemon one. Celesteela, I mean Celesteela isn't too big of a problem because I do have like Electros, Blacephalon, Frogadier potential coverage, but it can definitely wall a decent amount of my team. Yeah, Nidoking also, Nidoking Mew also with a T-Ball or something. Then Mamoswine is a huge problem. I kind of over-prepped for Mamoswine because I really anticipate him to bring it, so I kind of over-prepped for him. As you'll see later. And then we got Araquanid. Araquanid is definitely annoying. I actually kind of under-prepped for Araquanid, but this mon is actually really annoying. It has super high speed F, but I expected him to bring like a Sticky Web Araquanid. Then we got Amoonguss. Amoonguss actually destroys my entire team. I kind of over-prepped for that as well, but that boy's so fat. Got Miltank. Miltank's a huge nuisance fat boy as well. Electric isn't too big of an issue because I can potentially bring Guzzlord. I did bring Speed F Electros like I bring every single week. That's like my trademark Pokemon. I love that mon so much. We got Mega Gardevoir. As you can see here, yeah, I'm trying to find my switching as well. Like, you might be looking over and see, oh yeah, what's your switching? I don't have one. I could have like Spit F Mew or something, but that can't really do anything back. And Gardevoir can just fish for crit with Hyper Voice. And then yeah, like what am I gonna do back with like no investment? Like Shadow Ball, do a nice solid 30 or something, and then just die. Yeah, so Gardevoir actually molests me. And then we got Salamis. Salamis is fine. I could revenge Salamis if it gets a boost. And if it sets up, and I have enough mons to kill it from base, so I don't really think he would bring it. Mola is a huge problem as well, but yeah, we do have the juice for that as well. Persian is like one of his only fast Pokemon. Persian is his only Pokemon that's able to outspeed Deontay, Ribombee. It doesn't outspeed Ribombee, by the way. It is the only Pokemon that outspeeds Deontay. It's the only Pokemon that outspeeds Cobalion. It's the only Pokemon that outspeeds Blacephalon, outside of a Scarf, obviously. So yeah, that's definitely nice that he only has one fast Pokemon and that it's an Alola Persian. Yes, I mean it's only a Persian, you know. And then he has Scrafty. Scrafty is fine. I have like a whole lot of fairies. I don't think he would bring that. So let's go over my team. We got Just as the Cobalion here, and this is my rocker. This is one of my rockers. This is a Sugarberry Cobalion, just with some coverage. The Volt Switch is just like Volt Switch out on his entire team because the Volt Switches are kind of free because he might have what's it called, Lightning Rod Electric, but Electric gets his ass ate by CC because it is max attack. And Mamoswine gets its ass ate by any one of my stab moves as well, and I can just Volt on the rest, so I can keep momentum up with Cobalion. I can get my rocks up to chip away at his defensive core, and I can just go away with my stab. This is also a nice mon because it can revenge Gardevoir. He doesn't really have good switch-ins to this, aside from Amoonguss, but I can Volt out on that. Because yeah, Amoonguss is definitely a huge problem, but I can get rocks or Volt out on that, so that's nice. The next Pokemon here is Deontay. Just Deontay, I just had Diamond Storm, Moonblast, Psychic, and I didn't know what to put in the last slot, so I just put another Rocker, because I think Rock's really important in this match to keep up for his defensive core, to keep pressuring that. We got Psychic to 2-KO the Amoonguss, Moonblast just to hit like a neutral hit and everything, and Diamond Storm to hit the Steela for at least some form of damage, right? Because it doesn't do too much, but at least it does something. You know, it also hits the Mola for the most damage. Actually, that's not true. I think actually Moonblast is more, but if it's like some Spit F Mola, I guess I can use Moonblast to hit that as well. Moonblast is just kind of like some filler move. It doesn't really do too much. Oh yeah, it hits Araquanid though. It molests Araquanid. That's why I put it over Power Gem. I was like wondering like why did I put it over Power Gem, but it's because of Araquanid, because that of course has super high Spit F. Then we got Dahlia here with the Yachi Berry. This is a king set. Yachi Berry is for the Mamoswine, and basically for the Mamoswine only. It might work versus like HPIs on Pokemon like Manectric, but that has Flamethrower as well. Or like just HPIs on any other Pokemon, but it's mainly for Mamoswine, just so I can eat a hit, Drop Kick, or Rapid Spin, and just be fine with that. The speed is against Speed Creepers, and then just have some mixed defense investment. Knockoff is nice to hit the Celesteela. Also hits like it hits Celesteela and Amoonguss in one slot. It doesn't hit them for like damage, but it can at least knock off those leftovers or Black Sludge. That's super nice. I don't have U-turn on it, which kinda sucks, but I think knockoff is more important, and Synthesis obviously to keep myself healthy. And this is my only spinner, and he does have a Sticky Web, so I mean, I do have Magic Bounce plus Spin, so it's kind of hard for him to get the Sticky Web, just because it's kind of prediction based. But I don't really have a Araquanid switch in, so that kind of sucks. I do have the Rapid Spin on this though. Then we got Scarf Blacephalon. Now you might think, why Scarf Blacephalon? Well, I think Scarf Blacephalon under T-Spikes, which you'll see later, is definitely going to destroy my opponent, and definitely has potential to destroy my opponent. I also have Toxic in case these specs are not up, so I can at least Toxic some of these defensive Pokemon like Mola and Miltank. I do have Trick, so I can Trick one of the defensive Pokemon as well. And then Flamethrower is my only move in that HPIs. Now this might have been like kind of a bad decision. I guess in hindsight, I don't think I needed Toxic. I think Shadow Ball would have been a bit nicer, just so I can at least get like a neutral hit off on almost his entire team apart from Miltank, but none of my moves are hitting Miltank anyway, except for like Trick. And HPIs is to revenge kill Salamence, obviously, so I at least have like the revenge killer for that. That's the main reason I wanted Scarf plus Left just to revenge kill that Pokemon, and it's kind of threatening as well. Then we got the next one, it's Lamprey with Super Fang. I think Super Fang is definitely going to be able to push through his defensive core as well. Could just Volt Switch out because I can Volt out on anything. He can go Manectric and get Lightning Rod boost, but I don't think he's going to do too much back to me. And Super Fang is just there to hit like I'm just going to be spamming Super Fang basically. And Flamethrower is able to hit that Amoonguss for some huge damage because it is max modest. And HPI is able to molest that Salamence in one hit, so that's also nice. That's basically the only reason HPS is there, but yeah, it's nice for the Salamence, so like I'm not free setup fodder for Salamence. And then we got the most important member, in my opinion, it is Papaya Berry Nidoking. Papaya Berry is to lure in the Gardevoir. It's actually kind of stupid, but you just lure in the Gardevoir and one-shot him with the Sledge Wave, because Gardevoir is such a big deal. I think, yeah, I might be able to lure him in, you know, you never know. I wanted to put Life Orb at first, but I think this is definitely important, just to lure in the Gardevoir, because if I can get rid of Gardevoir, that's going to be huge. These spikes are also going to be huge, although he does have Amoonguss to remove them. But almost all my Pokemon can hit Amoonguss. This can knock it off, this can hit it for a super effective fire move, this can hit super effectively, this can hit super effectively. And the only thing that can't really hit it is Cobalion. I mean, that kind of sucks, but yeah, it's fine, I guess. Then I just have Ice Beam. Ice Beam is a huge hit on a lot of his members, like Amoonguss, Salamence. Basically, that's it. I don't know why I said a huge hit, it's not that huge. T-Bolt's there, it hits Celesteela, it hits Araquanid, it hits Alomomola, and Sledge Wave just there to hit every single other Pokemon. So at least have like at least a neutral hit, and most of the time I have a super effective hit or a stab hit versus all of his Pokemon, which is super nice. So this is definitely gonna be a huge one Tyrant here. I actually see that there's like a little edge here. I don't know, it kind of looks stupid right there, but it's fine. So this is my team. I think it's definitely going to be a tough matchup, tough breaking through his defensive core and tough breaking through his Gardevoir. I think I'm fine versus the rest of the team, but the Gardevoir and the defensive voids are definitely going to be annoying. Let's dive right into this replay. Yeah, so what we can see is that he didn't bring the Amoonguss. This is a huge relief. Like, Amoonguss was like the main problem on this defensive core, and he only brought Mola, Miltank, and Celesteela, which is still a problem, but yeah, I guess it's fine. And then he brings like Mamo, which I'm well prepped for, Gardevoir, which, yeah, Gardevoir's always an issue, and then Araquanid. So it's still definitely going to be a hard match, but no Amoonguss means no, like, it means, like, no Toxic Spike removal, aside from his Defogger, which, as you can see here, he also does not have, so T-Spikes are not getting off ever. That's going to be huge for all of his Pokemon, since 5 of his Pokemon are grounded, and actually get hit by T-Spikes. That's going to be a huge banger, so I want these T-Spikes up as soon as possible. So he lives up with that Mamoswine as I lead off with Serena, because I think it just matches up well against Mamoswine. It matches up decently well against Araquanid, just so I can Trop Kick it and everything. He Ice Cold crashes me, and I get a huge Trop Kick off. You might think, oh, it's not too much, but I just wanted this boy weakened. Then I go Cobalion, because I think his best play is the Ice Cold Crash again. If he went for Rocks there, yeah, cool, he outplayed me. That's fine. He goes Araquanid as I hit my Stealth Rocks, because it's just the safest play. And I just Volt Switch out to get that chip. And I get a crit there, so it actually does some damage. Then I go into Electros as he liquidates, and whoo, that does so much. That is like max Life Orb liquidation, and my Electros almost died in one. That was some bullshit right there. That did so much. So I just Volt Switch out here as he goes Mamoswine, and he outplays the shit out of me. And here I expect the rocks to come out, so I just hit Flamethrower right there and catch him, because it's only a 3% Electros. That would die to rocks anyway. Here, see, this is a play I don't understand at all. Why not just go Gardevoir and kill me? Because, like, why go steal it and let that take 40? Like, I don't understand this. But he lets the steal take 40, and this is a chance for me to get my T-Spikes up with Nidoking as he Flame Charges, so I'm kind of scared here. And I think I'm forced to attack, right? I think I attack here, because I don't want him sweeping me. Oh, no, I do set up my T-Spikes. Oh, I'm such a aggressive boss here, because if he went for Air Slash, that could have actually been scary. Because I don't really have that much countermeasures, but never mind, I do have Laceflon, Scarf Laceflon to revenge him, so yeah, I guess T-Spike was fine. I still stand by my play, I guess. And then I just sack the 3% Electros and go into Cobalion, since his Cobalion countermeasures do not really exist. Cobalion is actually going to destroy his team right now with his T-Spike up, because he doesn't have a Moongus. So he goes into Mola. I'm thinking this is a counter. Yeah, nobody. That actually takes a whole lot. Plus, he doesn't have leftovers on it, so he takes the full 12. He tries to protect, which is a play I don't understand. Doesn't really cover anything, and just puts him extra low, so he's forced out. He goes into Miltank, making quite an aggressive play, predicting the Volt, but Volt was always my play still, because they didn't want to risk the roll and get Scald burned, because Cobalion basically won from that point. Send in my Deontay here, and Deontay Moonblast should kill unless he's max F, so that boy gets deleted from the battle. Here he goes into, he goes into Mola here, and I just Moonblast this, and it dies to poison. See, this is something, I was thinking about Diamond Storming, and Diamond Storm was always my play here, because, like, okay, I won the, like, from this point on, like, Blacephalon destroyed him, Blacephalon destroys him, Nidoking destroys him, and Cobalion utterly destroys him, because, Arachnoid takes, like, 25 from rocks every time it comes in. So, I should have just Diamond Stormed, because he doesn't have a move to kill me, and, like, I don't know, a Diamond Storm was always my play, just to preserve the Deontay, but I didn't think about Miracle for some reason, so I thought Moonblast was just my play. Right? But yeah, in hindsight, Diamond Storm was always my play. But yeah, the Miracle definitely caught me off guard. I didn't think he would have that for some reason, because like Miracle is definitely a good move on Alomomola, but I didn't think he would have it for some reason. So I lose the Deontay to that, which sucks. And he dies to poison. Now Justice comes in. Justice basically wins here because it can Volt out on Steela and Arak and just force this out. I think I'm just gonna Iron Head. I think it's just my best play. Because if Steela comes in, I can CC afterward. Iron Head actually does a shit ton. That's 15. He also doesn't have leftovers on this, which is something I don't really understand. He might have had like Ockerberry for Blacephalon. Yeah, because he doesn't have Wakanberry, since otherwise I would have popped on the Electros. So he goes into Metroid here after, which I can just Volt out on and just let this take a huge hit, and it almost dies to poison. Here it's kind of 50-50. If he gets another kill, right? Because I could have, or I go this on the water move, or I go this on the bug move. And if I get the miss prediction, he gets one kill, and yeah, that's it basically. Because then I can just switch back into Nidoking or something. But I didn't want him getting. I actually don't know, because this was kind of an iffy play, but yeah, it was still kind of 50-50, but I did get the 50-50 right, and I did switch in my Serena on the turn he liquidated. So it stays alive, but he gets a kill with Gardevoir anyway, so it didn't really matter. Gardevoir Revenge killed both anyway. So I think Nidoking might have been my play, but after Rocks plus a Life Orb liquidation, I think Psychic or Psyshock would have both killed even through the Papaya Berry, so I don't think it mattered what play I made. And he definitely still got another kill. Stella gets a kill here, and I just go into my Cobalion or my Blacephalon and pick up this kill. Actually, I don't think Blacephalon kills from there because I don't have Shadow Ball on deck. But Cobalion just is putting in the finest amount of work. Actually, no, fuck that. The star of the show here is my T-Spikes Tyrant. Tyrant has been putting in the finest of work this season. And here again, providing those T-Spikes, because my opponent forgot his Amoonguss at home, so that's super nice. And then Cobalion just able to destroy my opponent, which is super nice. Especially since I thought this matchup would be really hard, but the Gardevoir only came out like at the end. That's super nice, and the defensive core just got worn down by the T-Spikes. So definitely I think I prepped decently well, you know, and that's why I got this win. So we're 4-2 right now, which is that's a good score, you know, like I'm happy with 4-2. That means I'm still in the playoff picture right now after week 6, and week 7 I'm gonna get a bye because there's one person who dropped out of the league. He was like 0-6, and then we never heard from him again, so that's kind of interesting, I guess. But he dropped out of the league, so I'm gonna get a bye versus him. So no draft match for next week. Yeah, that means I'll be 5-2, which is extremely good. That's extremely nice, and if I can keep up this momentum, I hope I'll just do well. And at the end, I'll bring some high quality sets like Specs Cobalion, like Specs Electros. I'll bring some meme sets. I'll bring some heat, you know, because this is what I love about draft leagues. You can just bring some heat if you're way ahead, but that means you have to get way ahead first. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a juicy like, leave a sub if you aren't subbed yet, and I'll see you later in like 3 weeks because it's a connoisseur channel and I never upload.